may be seated as the ark is closed. It is an inestimable honor and privilege to call to the bima, to the pulpit at this time, my friend, my colleague, Reverend Eric Goode. Many of you know that Reverend Goode has been with the Jewish community, calling me really right after October 7th, finding me in a crowd of thousands to stand with us when the Jewish community came together in the wake of that dark time. I want to point out that he is dressed in style today, because when a group of us did go to Israel in January of the past year, I was thinking of you, my friend, and I found in the Christian quarter of the ancient city of Jerusalem, of the old city, a stole that spoke to our friendship in its symbolism, and we took it to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and placed it not only in the sepulchre, but also Rabbi Markowitz had the opportunity, after it had opened from a incident requiring some renovation, he was there a little longer, and he placed it on the slab where, according to tradition, Jesus was laid out for purification before burial. And so this has healing powers, but in addition to its symbolic healing powers, the stole that you wear and you thought to wear today so kindly, the presence and the friendship of the People's Baptist Church has had healing powers for us as a Jewish community. And we are so grateful for this friendship, for the opportunity to switch pulpits, swap, is that the word I'm looking for? Switch pulpits, whatever, switch, and share words from our teaching, from our tradition, from our shared tradition in this moment of togetherness, honoring the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. this weekend. We have this opportunity to be together. So, Reverend Goode, we look forward to learning from you at this time.
Well, good morning. As it is often said, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we rejoice and are glad therein. I am delighted to be a part, always to share in this moment. And again, I want you to know you are our friends, and we stand with you even in this moment. Again, let me see those from the membership of the People's Baptist Church that's here this morning. Why don't y'all stand for a quick second so we can acknowledge you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm always grateful. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude once again for the opportunity to participate in this pulpit swap. Swip swap, whatever you want to. These gatherings continue to be organic and meaningful moments where we learn from one another and celebrate our shared story and faith. I am continually inspired by how we come together, not only to worship, but to reflect on the traditions that shape our religious sensibilities. These gatherings remind us of the stories of struggle and resilience against oppression that bind us together. Permit me today, I would like to share a story from the New Testament of the Gospel. There's a beautiful story, and I want to talk about a lesson from the first miracle. The Gospel of John is where I would like to take my thought from. I'd like to explore Jesus' first miracle. In our tradition, as recorded by John's Gospel, interestingly, this miracle was neither the raising of the dead nor the healing of the blind. Instead, it took place at a wedding. First miracle took place not raising the dead, not casting out demons. It took place at a wedding. We're not told who the couples were. That wasn't important to the story. We just know that Jesus, his disciples, and his mother, they were among the guests at this joyous occasion, a celebration marked by food, fellowship, and wine. Yet the celebration faced a potential disruption. The wine ran out. That posed a very bad problem in the moment. The wine ran out. I don't know what kind of wine they had. It might have, I don't know. But wherever it was, whatever type of wine it was, it posed a difficult problem when it ran out. Mary, the mother of Jesus, approaches him with a concern, saying, they have no more wine. Jesus says, well, what does that have to do with me? My hour has not come, which is a common theme you hear in the Gospel of John. Despite this, Mary, the mother of Jesus, says to the servants, well, whatever he tells you to do, do it. So nearby there were 6 stone water jars, typically used for Jewish purification rituals, all empty. Jesus instructs the servants to fill them to the brim with water. Once filled, he tells them to draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. Now, somewhere between the dipping and the sipping, ordinary wine was transformed, or ordinary water was transformed into extraordinary wine. The banquet master, tasting the wine, marvels, saying, usually the best wine is served first, and then the lesser wine after guests have had their fill, but you have saved the best for last. That must have been some good wine. What a miracle this was. Ordinary water transformed into something extraordinary. This story reminds us of a simple yet profound truth. Listen at this. Miracles happen. And as we stand with you in this moment, that's what I want to remind you, that miracles happen. Often we think of miracles as grand, earth-shattering events. However, this miracle invites us to see that they can also occur in ordinary circumstances. The transformation of water into wine at a wedding is a powerful reminder that God's intervention is not limited to extraordinary situations. His presence can manifest in the mundane aspects of life. Listen, as we reflect on this passage, we are reminded of the importance of community and celebration. Like Jesus and his disciples, we are often called together to celebrate and strengthen our bonds. Since the pandemic, our congregations have routinely come together, sharing stories, building relationships, fostering deeper sense of community. Essentially, we have come seeking to live into the dream of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. These moments have been a source of great joy and encouragement. Truly, we are better together. However, much like the wedding in the story, our gatherings face the risk of running out of wine. There's a metaphorical wine that binds us together. I'm not talking about literal wine, but there is a metaphorical wine that brings you and me together. The wine of hospitality, the wine of justice, the wine of community, the wine of peace, the wine of love. These are the qualities that sustain us as a family, because we are indeed family. But there will be moments as we face the day ahead where it will look like the wine is running out. Believe it or not, in our country we see the wine running out. We see the wine running out, beloved. tragic. And as we face the days ahead, we're going to constantly see the wine running out. And there may be times when we face it among ourselves. But if we find these running low, let's be like Mary. We must speak up. We are a prophetic community called to name and address the injustice that threatens our unity, even when they exist within our own circles. Let us be reminded, as in the story, when we find ourselves running low, let's come to each other and say, listen, the wine is running out. And then may we trust in the living God who has so much abundance and who empowers us to be the community, transforming the nightmare that can be in the world into the very dream that God has. Beloved, may the wine that we share, may it never run out. May the wine that we share, may it never run out. May we continue to share. May we continue to be family. May we continue to share that love. In fact, do me a favor and look at somebody next to you and tell them, I love you. God has the power. Wherever there may be emptiness, God has the power to transform it into abundance. Where we see lack, God provides. Where there is division, God uses us to bring unity. And where hope is fading, God renews it through us. I conclude. May we always come together, sharing in the joy of community and ensuring that the wine of God's love never runs out among us. God be praised.